crappy day. Let's do this. I gotta get out real quick anyway. The garbage cans to the street. Cam ended last night sometime. It was actually, I think it ended before I went to bed, and I didn't even notice. I'll have to check the thing, but 178 hours, so not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. about doing a dress-up Quta. Some type of thing, but I have to get to 100 subscribers here on YouTube. And I don't know. I'm not going to blame the Levi Cam for the reason that I lost subscribers. It's not the Levi Cam's fault that I lost subscribers. And they were probably bots, so. Who the hell is going to watch this crap? I have trouble watching even these videos because of the muffler. So I can understand like somebody who's coming in, out of nowhere, and first time listening to this, and all of a sudden there's just this continuously in the background, and that is, it's hard to watch. I mean, these videos might be the reason why I'm losing subscribers. I don't think I'm big enough for bots. That's the thing that when I was suspended and when my video got blocked. That's the thing that nobody's taking into account. Everybody's taking into account that I'm some big streamer. People actually think that I'm a big streamer. I'm making the numbers, and I'm not even anywhere in the realm of making numbers. $10,000 is usually the threshold, and if you combine all of my social media together, and that's basically duplicating a lot of the same people who are on all platforms. Even with duplicating them, I'm not anywhere even remote. I'm not even at the halfway mark. That's all my social media. most of them are in Twitter. Twitter is just its own beast right now, and I don't even know how to quantify it. I definitely use it a lot more than I have been. It's definitely grown, exponentially because of me paying attention to it. I don't know what the click was that kind of forced it to be what it is right now. It definitely has some simultaneous things going on. I'm doing 100 days of anime. I'm in the middle of that. I've actually passed the halfway point, and I'm getting into the waning time. I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I joined a bunch of things and done a bunch of things, but most of the stuff that I do is just basically it's kind of like announcing what I'm doing on my streams and stuff like that. And I get a lot of going from having two likes to my post to now having people I did a get to know me, which I think even on here said that I don't do those things for a reason. I don't do those things because the previous time from the not because this was the last time I did it. The previous time I did that, I got to answer 2 questions. I got 2 likes on it. And it's a really weird thing. I see some people, and they are definitely clout chasers, and holy cow, clout chasers and name droppers. And it is the very thing that people who loved me dearly were worried that I was going to become, because when I lived in California, I started name dropping. Started talking about projects and things that we did. The sad thing about it is people name drop so much in California that it's white noise now. It doesn't mean anything. But it's kind of like you have to have that white noise in order to get by. You have to become, I was trying to utilize the tools that I had. Learn from what works. I try to learn. I know I make fun of myself all the time about not being able to learn, being so stubborn that I'm stuck in my ways. But the thing is that I love learning. I love discovering things. I love the curiosity of it all. I love being fascinated by bright ideas and new faces and all that stuff. At the same time, I hate strangers. I don't like large groups. I don't mind wide open spaces. I don't mind enclosed spaces. I don't mind either one. I just don't like sharing them. Especially with large groups. I don't like house parties for that reason. I don't like Thanksgiving dinner for that reason. Christmas for that reason. And Halloween, which is, strangers in costume begging for food, I adore. Maybe it's because I can wear a mask. I don't know. I really don't know. But Halloween definitely is my favorite holiday. And I really don't like many other holidays. I like fireworks, but I don't like the 4th of July. Yeah, I used to go to concerts all the time. All the time I used to go to concerts. Wasn't a big sports person. And it's probably for that reason. I played some sports in high school. Even in middle school, I played some sports. Just never really for me. But I like being on stage. I like performing. I think because the professor told me to not act, that has been a block for me for many years. It's like it's really weird, because when somebody told me that I couldn't be Barry White, I basically was like, who are you to tell me? You freaking just told me I could be whatever I want to be, and I want to be Barry White, so I'm going to be Barry White. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I respected his opinion. It wasn't that he was being critical or anything like that. Just for some reason, my acting just did not hit. He was an actor, so he was an actor, he was a playwright, he was all those things. My professor, so I would assume he knows. If I was to go out and do auditions, I will never get the part. Saw that, and I can agree with him on that. I think that's what it is. I just agreed with, it was kind of funny, because right after I took that class, that professor telling me not to act, I was acting like crazy. I was in several different plays. It kind of basically said, that that's what you think? Well, F you. But I think that from acting, from doing the acting, I came to the same conclusion that he did when he saw me. Which is, I just don't have that knack. It's the reason why you always get me raw. It's the reason why I don't try to put on a facade. stream. I just like how people do this all the time, even brand new. I don't know how people do it brand new. And I know people are saying, "Oh, I struggle." I'm like going, "No, you don't understand. You're able to do something that I am physically I'm not able to do when streaming." It's like when I first saw digital drawing. It's like magic to me. It really is. And still, to this day, it's like magic to me. There's a reason why I keep with simple lines and don't really go much further than that. There's a reason I do that. It's because I am learning the craft. I am seeing how I can, really broaden my craft as a digital artist. And I've seen a lot of artists, even pen and paper or pencil and paper artists, I'm a little bit harsher on, as far as my critiques. I'm happy that they're doing it. That means anything. I'm happy that they are trying to do their art. There is the amount of learning that a person can do, that you get from practicing. You get that. It is something that a person with natural talent usually doesn't work on, and it's usually why their art fails. But a person who is not naturally talented tends to work on the practical side, and they draw and draw and draw and draw and draw. And then there's, of course, the people who are naturally talented, don't realize it, and draw and draw and draw and draw and draw, and then are amazing artists. There is something to say about natural talent. And if a natural talent gets the fundamentals down, there's no stopping them. Especially if they're exploring their own art. Their own art is inside them. I was lucky. I don't know how much natural talent I really have. I'm very creative, which is one of the things that I have going for me all the time. But I got the fundamentals, and as soon as I had the fundamentals down, and I practiced and drew and drew and drew and drew and drew and drew, painted, sculpted. When I've done all of those things, studied, took courses, and when I got all those things down, I even took gross anatomy to improve my art, which it did greatly. I basically threw it all out the window and found my own voice. It is one reasons why I like the Japanese title for a silent voice, because it is the shape of voice, or the shape of sound. And I adore that title because it's about finding the artist within you with the tools that you have. And some people don't have hearing, and that's not one of the tools that they have. And I thought that was really good way to explain what was happening, and making almost a analogy of, this is just the title of the movie, making almost an analogy of how the art relates to how childhood and how we grow as artists, from our child being a child artist to being an adult artist, and how difficult that is. And as most people know, I hate bullying, and you would think I would hate this movie because it's about a bully's redemption. Just so you know, I don't have a lot of sympathy for Shoyo. And his depression and all that stuff. I really don't have a lot of feelings towards it. Even him saving Shoyo's life, even him saving her life, I still don't see the redemption. I still don't forgive him for what he did when he was a boy. The scene when all the X's drop from everybody's faces, that means a lot to me. And that's his own self-forgiveness, but that doesn't mean I have to forgive him. That makes sense? I don't know. It's really weird. Me having feelings towards an animated character. I don't know if you could tell or if you realize it, but I'm not a very forgiving person. I don't usually forgive people anyway. In the same turn, I understand the movie. Wow, it's late. Yeah, it even took me a while to get here. Holy cow, what is going on today? So, I still have that weird feeling that I've been going through for a while. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I don't know. It definitely keeps keeping my anxiety up. If that counts for anything. Kind of like on guard, but kind of opened at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. Very anxious, but trying to act relaxed about it. Trying to think about different things. And it might be because I'm at 140 followers on Twitch, and YouTube has stagnated so much. Oh my god, I can't. I feel like I'm going backwards with it. I want YouTube to be successful. I don't. It's like the less I care about something, and just going through the motions, it seems like the more people are attracted to it. But the things that I'm like passionate about when I'm doing, like, for example, an art piece, like the Levi Cam, or these commuting videos, which are puts me into consistency, and me doing this stuff all the time. It's like, for the 25th, I'm thinking about doing a second video, just to have for the day off, because I'm going to stream on Sunday, so I've got Sunday covered, but I don't have something for and I have a couple songs that I basically want to write, and I have a couple of pieces that I basically want to do, and I have all this stuff that I want everything is culminating. And you know what? That might be why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. Nothing makes sense anymore. But I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a wonderful time doing it. Hope your day is going awesome. I really do. You mean a lot to me. You really do. And especially if you watch these videos, you mean the world to me. If you watch these videos, especially if you watch to this point. And eventually people are going to watch it to this point, and they're going to be like going, wow, he really cared about those people. Just so you know, that right now there's nobody watches these videos to this point. But if you watch this video to this point, today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, whenever you see this video to this point, and even if you skip to the end and you're listening to me say this now, and you've heard me say it a million times, just still comment cool beans in the comments below. It really would mean the world to me. And I would love even 5 years down the road, somebody accidentally stumbling across these videos and just like going ham on them, watching them all the way through. Like a half-hour TV show. But yeah, so if you write something, and if you don't know what to write, just write cool beans. And as always, cool beans. All right, take care.